Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to World of Tanks, and let's get right into the news. Maybe some of you understands where this is from, but sorry guys, sorry for that. Anyways, I am back with World of Tanks news episode, and in today's video I am going to talk about some more new features with patch 9.17.1. I am going to answer to some of your questions that you had from my previous episode. I am going to talk about tier 7 light tanks. Some light tanks are being nerfed, some of them are being buffed, and we are going to receive one brand new tier 7 light tank from Soviet Russia. And guys, if this new tank is not ugly, then what is ugly in World of Tanks terms? In my opinion, this tank is one of the ugliest tanks in the game, if not the ugliest tank in the game. So yeah, a lot of things to talk about, let's get going. And let's start with something really awesome. 9.17.1 HD tank list. Tanks that are going to be reworked into HD quality. There are two tanks that I'm really hyped about. Finally guys, finally. But let's get going. Here is the full list of tanks. AMX 38, Renault FT, Hotchkiss H35, ARL V39, Type 4 Cheeto, D14, and now guys, the tanks that I was talking about before. E50 and E50 Aus M are going to be reworked into HD quality. Look at those beautiful beasts in HD quality. Now there is only one tank left for me, actually two tanks. FE215B, which is my favorite tank in this game, and Batchat 25T as well. But let's move on. Indian Panther, Panther 2, Panzer D15, VK4502A, VK3002D, Panzer 4 Schmalturm or something like that. Sorry guys, I do not know how to pronounce those names, but I know how to pronounce Dog 2. Yes guys, Dog 2 is also going to be reworked into HD quality. If this is what we needed, then I take it, of course. But let's move on. 87, 82, Object 263. Yes guys, thumbs up from me because I'm actually grinding towards Object 263 at the moment. But also Object 268, Object 140, Object 907. All those tanks are going to be reworked into HD quality. A32, WZ111 Model 14, Tier 9 Chinese heavy tank. 5916 and Type 64 as well is going to be reworked into HD quality. So this patch is actually filled with really awesome Tier 10 HD quality reworks. For example, 907, 140, Object 268, 263, E50, E50M, Dog 2, and so on. So 9.17.1, filled with a lot of awesome changes. Now I have to wait for the test server to pop up where I can actually test all those HD models, because I believe Object 140 is going to lose its roof weak spot, if I remember correctly. I remember hearing that from somewhere, from someone. Maybe it is not true, but I would like to test it out, because you know at the moment you can easily penetrate Object 140's roof armor. You can overmatch it with pretty much every single gun. So yeah, I have to test that out, and all the rest of the tanks as well. For example, 263, because 263 was already super strong in my opinion, and 907, but sadly I do not have it. But yeah, I actually quite like the list of new HD tanks. But let's move on guys. And now one of the most frequently asked question under my previous episode was what happens with my mouse tank, what happens with my VK's experience and so on if you do not have mouse tank researched or is researched and is not in your garage at the moment. And I was able to find the answer to that question from the dailybounce.net blog posted by Harkonnen. And over here we can see that the World of Tanks publishing producer Konstantin Photon Soldatov published the following information on his VK page. If players have researched the mouse in the deck tree, either purchased or not, after the deck tree change, the new tier 10 has been researched and bought. If players have researched the mouse, both new heavy tanks VK101P and Mausen will be unlocked. And finally, if players have VK4502B with experience on it, but mouse is not researched, nothing changes. Players will keep the experience on the VK4502B and can research the new tier 10. The new mouse line will be completely locked for those players. So there you go, and in my opinion, if you're playing with VK4502B at the moment and you do not have mouse tank researched, I think you should grind it out before this patch goes live. It is going to win you so much time, so much, I don't know, credits maybe. Just try to get mouse before this patch is going to be live and you are Gucci and you're going to say thank you. Thank you, Des Games. I love you. You're going to say that. Yeah, right. But let's move on. Let's talk about light tanks. As I already said before, we are going to receive one brand new tier 7 light tank from Soviet Russia called LTG. And guys, check out this turret. What the hell is going on? This tank has to be one of the ugliest tanks in the game. It is going to be super low profile, but pretty wide, as I can see from the pictures at least. But here are the first stats. By the way guys, keep in mind all those stats, all those changes that you are going to hear from now on are from Super Test server. So they still can change and most likely something is going to change. So just keep that in mind, okay. But LTG Russian tier 7 light tank stats. Hit points 880, hull armor 40, 40, 40, turret armor 110, 80 and 80, shells average penetration 144, with primo shots you're going to get 194 penetration. Average damage 180 and 300 with HE ammunition and 44 penetration with HE ammunition. Reload time 6 seconds, that means rate of fire 10 rounds per minute, aiming time 2.3 seconds, average damage per minute 1800 damage per minute. Gun dispersion AK accuracy 0.38, hull traverse and turret traverse speed are the same, 48 degrees per second, and top speed 72 kph, reverse speed 20 kph, so 72 top speed. Thumbs up from me. It is not as fast as RU251 at the moment, but when RU251 is going to be at tier 9 position, it is going to lose 10 kph anyways. So 72 kph in nowadays meta game is really awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, this was brand new LTG tier 7 Russian light tank. First stats from Super Test server. But let's move on. Changes to the tier 7 light tanks that we have in the game at the moment. D71 American tier 7 light tank stats. It is going to lose 30 millimeters of penetration from 175 to 145, so minus 30 millimeters of penetration. All the rest of the stats are going to stay the same. AMX 1375, however, is going to have the same future as AMX 1390 because it is going to lose 2 shots from the magazine. New clip size is going to be 4, so minus 2 shots. Reload time is going to be 1.66 seconds faster. Reload time between shells is going to be 0.2 seconds faster, so 1.8 seconds. And average damage per minute, thanks to all that, is going to be nerfed by 224 average damage per minute. So new clip reload 14 seconds, new clip size 4, new reload time between shells 1.8 seconds, and average damage per minute 1670. Next up we have SP1C, tier 7 German light tank. Shell's average penetration is going to be nerfed by 22 from 180 to 158, and also premium Shell's penetration is going to be nerfed from 250 to 210 millimeters of penetration. Rate of fire is going to be nerfed by 1.7, so 6 rounds per minute, and average damage per minute, thanks to that, is going to be nerfed by 422, so 1440 damage per minute. And finally, WZ-131, tier 7 Chinese light tank. Average damage per minute on this tank got hit pretty damn hard. New reload time 7.5 seconds. They decided to nerf this reload time by 2.7 seconds. New rate of fire 8 rounds per minute. That means minus 3.4 rounds per minute. And average DPM minus 676. New DPM 1600 damage per minute exactly. Extra 2.7 second reload time on tier 7 light tank. Yes, this makes it equal to all the rest of the guys, but wow, this tank got hit pretty hard. I didn't know that WZ-131 was that strong. I'm not saying nerfing tanks like this, making them more equal, is a bad thing, but my god, this tank had some pretty sexy DPM before indeed. But those were all the changes to the tier 7 light tanks. But still guys, keep in mind all those changes are still in the super test stage. Maybe they are not going to make it in the real live server. We'll see. And for the end of the episode guys, one super awesome feature, one super awesome new feature for every single guy who has over 100 tanks in the garage. Finally guys, after 6 years, we are going to receive tank search feature, new tank search feature with patch 9.17.1. Whenever you're going to open up tank filtering system where you're able to choose tanks by the type, nation and by tier, you are actually able to type in the name of the tank as well and it pops up magically. You would like to play with D57, you type in D57 and there it is. Oh boy, it had to be hard. And finally, all those guys who have 100 tanks or 200 tanks are going to be super happy because it is easy from now on. Thank you Wargaming, thank you. And guys, I believe I am done with today's news episode. I hope you enjoyed it once again. If you did, thumbs up button is for that. If you didn't, thumbs down button is for that. Let me know what you think about all those changes in the comment section down below. And I really do hope you enjoy those news episodes a lot. Yeah, I get you next time. Take care and bye.